We was at Dre House in Malibu. Me, him, and a cat named Fuzzy. Fuzzy was real close with Big Boy from Big Boy's neighborhood out in California, the
Okay.
DJ.
Yep. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So at the time, Fuzzy was working with Dre. So he was like Dre right hand at the time when I got there. So me, Fuzzy, and Dre was in Malibu, and I can remember Dre and Jimmy really liked a bunch of songs off of Unconscious State based off of what I had sent to them. So okay, like yeah, they liked a lot of joints off of Unconscious State. So I can remember me, Fuzzy, and Dre being at his crib, and I remember Dre being like, we should just re-release Unconscious State. You should just put like three new songs on Unconscious State and re-release that. And he said, and then we'll, and this is just real, like I'm just being honest about the conversation. He was saying like, put Interscope will push it and put some bread behind it, but we'll still present it to the people as if I'm independent. And they were saying like they kind of did something similar with Kendrick's Section 80. I think people think that like Section 80 was independent, but I think he had already signed to Interscope when Section 80 happened. They just put a little muscle behind it, you know what I'm saying, as far as marketing and promotion. And originally when I got to Aftermath, those were the beginning conversations. So before it even was talks of like Vehicle City, because think about it, I dropped Unconscious State in July of 2013, and Dre called me July. I think the same month. I think I had it literally like Unconscious State came out, and then Dre called me like 3 days later. So you know what I'm saying? So it was like he wasn't looking at it, or I don't think I even was at that time, was looking at it like, let's immediately start working on the album. His mentality at the time when I first got there was, let's just create 3 or 4 new songs, something that could be like radio friendly, re-release Unconscious State because it already charted, so it's already proven to have worked. And then let's go from there and let's see what kind of momentum we can start gaining, or what type of, you know what I'm saying, what type of heat we can generate, you know what I'm saying, by re-releasing what you already did. So that was the beginning. Now how it became Unconscious State, how it became Vehicle City, was the first record I did that was produced by Dr. Dre was a joint called War of the Roses that was meant to be on, like I say, when we were going to re-release Unconscious State. So it's just me and Dre in the Interscope studio. And I had wrote a record, and it was about kids growing up in broken homes. And it was called War of the Roses. It had Marsha Ambrosius on the hook. And it was produced by Dr. Dre. And it was a beautiful record. And I remember I wrote that first verse, and he like, yo, this Dre saying this. He like, man, forget re-releasing your old project. He like, nigga, that's the start of a whole album. And I was like, word? I was like, you think I should start working on my album? He was like, nigga, that's an album song. And then I'm like, okay. So at the time, I'm looking at it like Dre the coach. He the big homie. So if he say we need to start working on the album, then I was, all right, let's do it.